Hey guys, what's up here? Welcome back to another Road to Master video. Thanks so much for checking the video out today. We have a doozy for you here. Legit 100% no clickbait title. I witnessed the very worst play I've ever seen in high elo. Ever. And I've been playing this game for years. Okay, we'll be showing you that later. For now, we'll be getting into the Gragas game, the third game of the day. So we're starting things off at Diamond to something else. You saw it on the screen. It was there. And yeah, we're basically just trying to get some wins under our belt. We're trying to go from low Diamond to medium Diamond 2. And the start of this game was really good. You can see my score 4-0 and 2. The stuff that I've been struggling with recently has been revolving around how I perform after the early game. So early game is good. Obviously you want to focus on that stuff, but outside of that, you've got to solidify things. And this was one of those plays which, for me, was kind of frustrating because we're so far ahead. This game, as you can see, and it's an infernal dragon, by far the most valuable dragon in the game. Let's just group and take it. Tristana wants to get the Infinity Edge though, so she goes top for Infinity Edge. And so, you know, I should have backed off the dragon there, but still, it was frustrating. This one as well, Ornn gets a massive ultimate wombo comboed with Yasuo. To be honest, I was just tilted from the infernal play, honestly. And yeah, and that just wipes us again completely. And then really after that, we just kind of get destroyed. I mean, Tristana has the potential to carry here, but you see how these fights are going. Things just aren't really going our way. It's kind of unfortunate, not even pointing fingers at anyone. Yeah, just a kind of an unfortunate ending to the game, but again, one where I do good early and then suck late. So, like I said, not too long ago, I think I may have mentioned it. I'm good early, but I suck late, and that's another example I did exactly that. We're not playing Gragas this game, the enemy team picked Gragas, so we're playing some Jarvan instead. First blood going down to your boy Foxy, a nice cheeky counter gank. I think that was a little bit greedy though from the enemy team there. Worst flag and drag combo you will ever see in your life, but it's okay because we still pick up the kill. So 3 kills there off of that play, not too bad. This is one of those situations I'm not quite sure what was going down here. I mean, Corky mate, just whatever. Yeah, they probably shouldn't have started this Infernal. Probably not a great idea, but we do pick up the Katarina. That's something, right? That's kind of nice. But I don't even have Smite. Like, you know, we can't take that, but it's okay. We just, you know, all planned to bait Katarina. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. No, I didn't realize you can do this, by the way, but a nice Jarvan ultimate actually cock blocks that guy from getting into his portal. That's good shit. Managed to pick up some more kills here. This is also good shit. And you can see my score here. 5, 1, and 5. There we go. Like, I'm kind of popping off this game. And this item build here, it's really greedy. Warrior Charm, Black Cleaver, Stone Plate. Very greedy build. It's good snowball build. You can hard carry on it, kind of like you're seeing here-ish. But then if the later the game goes on, your role as Jarvan is really just to jump in. And if you do that with this build, you die. And that's kind of sucks. So that's the benefit of going Cinderhulk at least, is that you don't die when you jump in like that. But whatever, you know, like, it's much more fun to have AD. And to be honest, considering I say I'm good early and struggle later on, that might be a reason, because maybe I build too much damage, you know, which is good for early. But if I struggle at closing it out, maybe it's not great to stick to damage and I should just go tanky, because then I am more useful later on. But who knows? It doesn't matter though, because we win this one, and that's all that matters at the end of the day, guys. We've got a W under our belt. The last game was immensely action-packed. This one, on the other hand, is probably the most boring game you'll see from my Road to Master series just ever. It's pretty tedious. So if you guys plan on taking a nap, now will be a pretty good time. That was one play, but it kind of just dies down until the very end of the game here. So you know, if you're into power naps, good 20 seconds of shut eye, this would be a good time. You're not missing anything, but you got to get back on your horse, guys, because we're going to be steamrolling into the 4th game here. I mean, but hey, listen, I'm not going to complain. We're winning. We're edging away from 0 LP, which, you know, is the danger zone. We don't want to be there. So any kind of victory, will take it, boring or not. Let's go. Wouldn't be a Road to Master video though without me getting auto-filled to AD carry. So for the 4th game of the day, that's what's going down. Playing some Tristana here. We're playing versus Thresh Kalista, which is arguably one of the strongest lanes in the game. And this play is kind of awkward. We just did a trade. I see Ez over the wall. I think he's going to get in a lot earlier than he actually is. So I jump in and basically just end up suiciding. But I'm playing Tristana. All I have to do in the lane phase is not feed my arse off, and it's okay. You can see here, 15 minutes into the game, I'm 1, 1, and 4. Soon to be 1, 1, and 5. So that's kind of cool. I just chill out. I scale. I really need to get some items, but outside of that, it's all Gucci. We're doing okay this game. I'm 1-3-8. Support Tristana, boys. There it is. Excelente. And just sitting back, kiting out, not doing anything crazy. We have an edge jungle as well. That's kind of all the rage nowadays. So edge jungle can, he's an AD carry, so he can pretty much just take my spot as the carry, so I can just chill out. And we're winning this game kind of handily. But then this happens where we can't really siege versus that team. It's very hard for us to take that tower unless we have Baron. And then, yeah, so I go top, but then my team gets engaged on, Ez gets engaged on and dies. And then this happens shortly after where he tries to flank by himself. And then he dies. And then I get caught by the Kalista ulti as well there. So basically, this is a pretty easy game to win. And we just hard through because we weren't really paying attention. This game though is kind of sad, just a pure open mid troll game. I'm not going to go over this game in any detail because these guys just want attention, so I'm not going to give them attention. We lose this game. Definitely sucks to have a game like that, especially when that game puts you on 0 LP, but what can you do? It happens, and like I say, those guys just want attention, so just move on, happens, get straight into the next game. Playing some more Gregis. We're a full AD team this game with Jace, Lucian, and Tristana, but we're also against a full AD team with Riven, Wukong, and Xayah. So the early game is really important here, and yeah, we have to snowball early. So we had a nice start there, getting the Lucian ahead, and a nice continuation to keep him getting ahead. They don't really have any tank on their team though, which is nice. Actually, I think they have Zac this game, if I'm not mistaken, but we have to be kind of careful, I guess, because well, basically this whole game is going to be like really explosive. So whoever gets ahead is just going to like smash this game. And we were getting ahead. You can see my score as well, 6-1 and 6. If you do have a full AD team, I would suggest, you have to win early, else you just fall off because they just stack, the enemy stacks armor. So I would suggest sitting on the AD champion who is most likely to snowball early and just try and get them ahead as best you can. But this game was a little bit shaky, but more or less a relatively easy one because we managed to snowball early on. Wukong was kind of giving us a lot of food this game, which was nice of him. Well, he is a monkey, so I guess he was just role-playing a little bit this game. But that was nice. So yeah, if we'd lost this game, we probably would have got demoted, so good thing we did. And here's something for some of you veteran Road to Master viewers. Nautilus top. Whenever I got off-rolled back in the day, I will play Nautilus top. I haven't played this guy in so long, so I'm actually really rusty on him. And this was a kind of a weird matchup. I don't think I've ever really played versus Echo top. But I got kind of smashed in this matchup just a little bit. He was pretty hard for me to deal with. To be honest, any kind of magic damage champion top is usually a bit tough for me to handle. But yeah, I gave this Jarvan jungle, and because he was kind of going to in if he went top. So the thing with Nautilus is that you don't have to smash lane though. So I had a bit of a rough start there. And I'm looking now to see how I can contribute to this game outside of having to win lane phase. So getting good TPs in, exactly like you're seeing here, is a really good way to do that. So 1 TP gets us 3 kills, which is really awesome. And Nautilus, back in the day, you guys may not remember this, but Nautilus was a support champion. So you don't need loads of items to get ahead when you're playing Naut. And you can see here we're still getting stuff done. I'm just roaming around. I'm not really farming, honestly. 100 farm at 16 minutes. It's not great. I'm just roaming around making some plays. Cheeky E-Flash coming in there as well. Beautiful little technique you can do if you're trying to finish someone off as Nautilus. The E-Flash cancels the animation of the E. So as soon as you arrive on the spot, you've got this Riptide coming out, and it's really beautiful stuff. But yeah, in team fights, all I do is press R on someone important and try and lock them down, like that Kalista. She ain't going anywhere. And yeah, just play like a support, play around the Sivir, the Jarvan, the Orianna, and we pring out the W. I don't know why I said pring out there. Maybe I'm just craving some Pringles or something. I don't know. Either way. Next game. This is the game, guys. This is the game you tuned in to see, if you clicked on the video for the title at least. The worst play I've ever seen in my life in solo queue. It's coming up a bit later on. So we're playing some more Gragas, and I wanted to try and play around bot side as best I can this game, because obviously bot lane meta, pretty big bot lane meta this right now. And if you can get Tristana ahead, then she can carry. I did say though it's kind of cursed though if I get Tristana ahead. Whenever I'm playing jungle, when my Tristana gets fed, we lose the game. So we got to be careful for that. But in the early game, I was doing pretty well. Amumu honestly was just like AFK this game, like in the early game at least. He was not doing anything. But he was farming really, really well. And you can see in these kind of fights here, he turned into a bit of a monster. And fighting in that situation, in that area, Amumu ult, Rumble ulti, not a good combination. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes peeled for the worst play ever, okay? Keep your eyes on the Tristana here. This is where things get a little bit spicy. And also keep your eye on my on my reaction in the corner there as well. Now, you can rewind if you missed that, but I'm also going to do a little bit of, with the power of editing here, we're going to take another look at that and see exactly just what went down here. So, nice start to a fight, right? A fight's breaking out in mid lane. We're going to ignore the fact that I completely whiffed my ultimate trying to do a mad life onto the Riven here. So we get Riven really, really low by going in. What's the logical step here? Jumping on her? How about jump away from her? And then how about flashing into a wall and healing straight after? How's that? Beautiful stuff. That, you know, I'm not just picking on Tristana though. I'm just trying to have a bit of fun here. Even she says here that was the worst play of all time. It was really funny, honestly, but it's still terrible. Terrible in a really funny way. But the later this game went on, honestly, we just struggled really, really hard. Amumu was just doing huge amounts of work, and it really left, I felt so useless this game, and it left a really, really sour taste in my mouth. And the reason why it left a sour taste in my mouth was because I kind of just sacrificed my own personal strength to get my laners ahead, and Amumu did the opposite, and then Amumu carried the game. So it was like, I don't know, kind of irritating. Anyway, some more auto-filled AD carry action. Beautiful stuff. That's what you come here to see, right? It happens every single video, so you may as well be used to it by now. I've actually covered this game in another video when I was talking about like the biggest cheese I've ever experienced. This is actually this game. So yeah, like I say, this was a very cheesy game. So what happened this game was I was playing bot lane and the enemy AD carry was kind of not really doing anything, Tristana. However, they also had an enemy AD carry in the jungle. It was Twitch. And this Kayle went Coin, Ardent Sensor Rush, Heal Summoners, Wind Speaker's Blessing, went top lane, and genuinely just played full support. Like anytime she had a minion wave up against her tower, Twitch would roam top from the jungle and just take the minion wave. So Twitch was just like another laner, but also in the jungle. It was ridiculous. But you can see from these clips, I'm actually getting kind of strong. I mean, I'm 4-0-3 right now. I was actually popping off early, like pretty hard. I mean, our whole team was doing pretty well. Tilly had actually played really well as well. But this Twitch had a massive support cast. He wasn't doing much early. He didn't manage to do too much early, at least. He was kind of struggling. But they had the Sona, the Kayle to protect him. And you can see from these team fights here, this is basically what happened every single team fight. We try and jump onto Twitch. He even tanks the Sejuani ult, frontlines it, but has the Kayle ult, has the Sona, has the double Ardent Sensor. Look at this! Like, we just couldn't get him. And then here again, like, we try and open up on him. He's frontlining the Kayle ulti, everything, and it's like, eventually we bring him down in that fight, but then there's 4 other people to deal with, and we just start, and look at that damage. I mean, he just, and then the Kayle, you know, it was absolutely ridiculous. The Kayle Twitch duo here, this was an insane strategy. I've never really played against anything like this. It was ridiculous. Anyway, we're on 0 LP now, guys. You guys don't want to see me demote, do you? I hope you don't. I don't want to see me demote. I mean, hello. I'd rather stay in Diamond 2, not going to lie. Made all this progression. We don't want to slide back down the old snake and ladder. But we're playing Tristana. Autofield AD carry again. Beautiful stuff. 3rd time this bloody video. I was playing versus a huge front line. Watch this, by the way. Darius gets really low. He's on 90 health. I flash forward and do 50 damage to him. Ridiculous. And that screws me over, of course, because I don't get the reset and then I just get blasted. But there was a massive front line for me to play versus this game. We had Rammus, Darius. We had a full AD team as well with Ez jungle and Yasuo mid. Yasuo was inting, obviously, because Yasuo wasn't inting, but he has 10 deaths at this bloody point. And look at this, by the way. I'm beating on Rammus. I even have Last Whisper, okay? And I'm on him for a good, like, 10. Look at this! He just doesn't take damage. And some of you guys may be thinking, Foxy, why are you focusing the Rammus? You have to focus the front line. I can't just walk past him, right? Because there's also Darius there and stuff. I have to focus the front line. I just couldn't kill him. So yeah, we were on 0 LP here, guys. 0 LP, losing the game on that is pretty risky. Do we get demoted? Or do we stay in Diamond 2? honor, and then we get demoted. So we're gonna be kicking the next episode off by trying to get our beloved Diamond 2 back. I'm sorry to let you guys down by getting demoted, but that's just how Sudoku goes sometimes, doesn't it? Thanks so for watching the gameplay, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. Cheeky thumbs up if you did, and you can subscribe to me for more Legends content. Have a great day, boys and girls. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.